Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is a recent bass trip on the east coast. This is early May. It's quite unusual that it's clear like that so early on, so I do just generally keep an eye on the internet, what it's actually doing. There's a couple of other venues I usually go to, and I just felt this particular spot was a little bit clearer, so we thought we'd give it a go. And so there's an ebb and tide. There's a little easterly in the face there. Nothing too much to worry about, not with this particular rod. And a 30-gram lure. So I usually start with the lure, I think what's going to do it. But on this day, it was the second lure which I decided was going to do it, and it's the classic mimicking the natural food. It's the sand eel. It's the Savage Gear Seeker 30-gram. Brilliant lure, just a straight retrieve. And we just pop her in the way here with the rooster popper just so you can get some of the surface. I mean, they will take that, but sometimes it's quite shallow there. With a few ambush points, it's got some chalky beds out there where the fish are hiding up. So
it's been through the channel there.
We did have some technical issues with the line, which I did sort out.
It's a little bit higher.
Early season where I haven't really, thought too much about my gear. But
about this lure, this 30-gram,
I had to swap my line over
to
get the good bit, which is at the right at the bottom of the reel, so to speak, get that to the top, which I should have done last season, but I didn't. So yeah, it's ebbing away here. Had my waders in my car. Could have done with them really, because you can see a little, I don't know, maybe 20-30 yards out there, you can see that cloudy sort of area there. I could do with sort of standing there, getting a little bit further. It didn't really make too much difference because the rod, and with the 30-gram Savage Gear Seeker, you can still get a hell of a lot of distance, but you could have made life a little bit easier there. So there's a lot of sand built up here, and underneath it's a lot of rock.
Natural food, really.
Just a straight retrieve on the Savage Gear.
But if you put it on his
Surf Seeker there. Had some technical issues with the hooks I was using. They were very sharp, but they're a different sort of hook. Ones I'd sort of sabotaged off some cheaper lures I brought, and personally I wouldn't have them on again. I don't think. I'm using the VMC 75 fine wire ones, they're size 6.
When you've got a bit of sand out,
they're brilliant hooks for bass. Hooking up, fish not getting off, all that. They behave well when the lure is working, so to speak, as well.
You can't have everything.
So
searching.
We're sort of walking along. Don't usually fish this spot, so when you don't usually fish a spot, you don't really know where the sort of the hidey holes are. So you're just constantly looking, and as the tide's ebbing away, you start to see a little bit more. But we went for a good couple of hours without nothing.
See if something's there.
And eventually we came good. So this is just the tide's gone out a little bit, and you can start to see that sort of the chalky stuff there. I mean, that's where the bass sit. They sort of hide in them sort of places. They just sit in there. You can see how sort of murky the water is there, but you've still got just enough clarity with the white Savage Gear Surf Seeker. I drove down there thinking it may not be fishable.
Small one we landed.
But we had a couple of small ones, and this is one of the small ones. And it's just nice to see.
Not very big, it's a small one.
That's good braid I'm using now, it's 131 braid, but did have some, it's a couple of years old now, and just really want to go and need to buy some new braid. Because it was a couple of times it just like frayed in my hand when I was just like changing the lures, and it's completely snapped. And if I had a good fish on, I would have never landed it. So I remember saying to myself last season to swap the line over. you know, just put it back to front, so to speak, on the spool, so you've got a complete sort of new bit of line for the business end. And that's what we've done. And they're the hooks, they're the VMC fine wire like treble, and as he slashed me there, as I usually do. And yeah, so here we have a hookup. This I think this is probably the first fish we hooked up with, and this was a good fish. This was 4 or 5 pound estimated, and I had these splashing away there. A very solid sort of as I was bringing them in.
Well done, Dan. Well done. Just take it easy.
A workman should blame his tools, but the hooks, I won't be using them again, because this is probably the only bass in the last God knows how many years I haven't actually landed. So it's a good fish as well.
Can't believe it.
And we're just not really doing too much.
Oh, he's off. He's off. I don't fucking believe it. Damn it.
Damn it, Janet. So anyway, so not too long after that, we homed in and managed to get one there. I'm guessing about 4.5, 5 pounds, something like that.
I didn't think it'd be here this time of year.
Yeah, you got some good ones this time of year.
And they're not too far out.
Let's just point that out.
It's probably 2 hours before the bottom of the tide, this one. And the tides I'm fishing here, these are the back end of some new moon tides. So they've had quite a lot of big tides come through, and I think the fish have got hungry in those tides, and the back end of the tide here, they're coming to have a good feed. This one had a small crab in its stomach.
Thank you very much. It's all right.
And beautiful table fish.
Yeah. All right, keep it or not?
And yeah, so there's plenty of fish on this tide, but you know, if I went tomorrow or the next day, the tides are a bit weaker, fish have moved off, wind changes, the sea sort of stirs up a bit, and then it becomes more difficult. But I could have probably had 2 on the bank like that sort of size, but just wasn't to be. So, you know, the top of the tide's could be pretty good there as well, and that would point towards using poppers, I would say. But you can't beat mimicking their natural prey with that Savage Gear Surf Seeker. And yes, all in all, it was a very enjoyable trip. And yeah, nothing sort of grabbed it really close in, but it could do in there. But it seems to be the slightly darker areas of this, the little ambush points, is where the fish are. And yeah, so it's a good trip. Probably on the beach for about 4 hours, 3 or 4 hours, something like that. But it was a good day. It's nice to get these sort of conditions and lure fishing this early. But this I was aware of some fish have been caught on baits not too long, a week or a week and a half ago. So I sort of knew they were in the area. But it's just sometimes you come down and there won't be nothing there. But there's certain sort of formulas and certain reasons when it sort of comes off. And it just got to be there at the right time, but you can sort of try and calculate it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Some tips on there. Please subscribe, guys. There'll be more fishing along the way, fishing videos along the way. And yeah, if you're going to buy a popper, that rooster popper is a good one. That 105 rooster popper, that really is
no, not yet.
Dynamite. Alright, I'll see you later, guys.